Thanks for tuning in for another Essential RC flight test. I have here the new HobbyKing P-51 Galloping Ghost from our friends at HobbyKing.com. I think it's a hand launch speed demon type aeroplane. So just over a metre wingspan, 40 inches. Comes with 4 9-gram digital servos, brushless motor and 40 amp speed controller. This video is an all-in-one, so unboxing, review of the parts, assembly, maybe tips and guidance along the way, and the first flight. There's an index along the bottom, so if you want to skip ahead, then you can do that. Otherwise, let's crack on, let's take the components out of the box, let's see what we get. Here's the neat thing, I thought I'd point out, all the components are actually suspended in the box inside this foam frame inside, which is really neat. So there's absolutely no chance anything is going to get damaged in transit. Very clever, that. Okay, so here are all the components and the quick setup sheet that was in the box. Quick review. Fuselage. This is all made from EPO foam, by the way. So it's going to be quite durable. Nice scheme. And already got the stickers applied for the Galloping Ghost. So the top deck comes off like that. Magnet in the back and slides in at the front. Elevator and rudder servos here. XT60 connector for our 4S2200 pack. And our 2 leads, and we've got our throttle lead from the speed controller there. Good, 2 extra magnets here, incidentally, to make it really secure. Then we've got the horizontal stabilizer and elevators. We'll just have to hook that up to the push rod that is coming out the side of the fuselage at the back. And then we've got the wing. We've got our aileron servo cables out the top. And the servos are already hooked up to the horns with push rods. Excellent. So nothing to do there except bolt it onto the fuselage. We've got our prop, some Velcro and some, I think, a couple of scale details in there, and our wing bolt, canopy, and our spinner. And of course the quick setup guide, which gives us clear instructions on control throws and the CG. So let's get cracking, let's put this together, shouldn't take very long at all. So I don't have an assembly manual. You will have that and be able to download that from HobbyKing.com if you do buy one of these. So I'm not necessarily following the sequence that is in that manual, but I'm starting off with the horizontal stabilizer. I've pushed that into place in the side of the fuselage from the side that doesn't have the elevator horn on it. Obviously that's already on there, but what you have are these 2 pieces in one of the bags, and these go into the 2 holes here. So glue those in place with some Yoo-hoo pour or 5-minute epoxy. Next, I've connected up the elevator push rod onto its horn with the provided quick link. And you'll notice what I've done is put it in the outermost hole. From experience, models like this are quick. They don't need a lot of control surface throw, especially on the elevator. So you want to use the maximum resolution of the servo, but not with a lot of movement. So I'm going to try that to start out with. And what I might also do is put some fuel tubing on that quick link to make sure there's no chance of it popping off. When you're putting the wing on the bottom of the fuselage, just make sure that only the wires go directly from the top of the wing into the bottom of the fuselage, and that the plugs don't go either side of that and don't, prevent the wing from being flush with the bottom of the fuselage. That's really important. The bolt for the wing goes in from the top. Just make sure you don't over tighten it, because these are only plastic fittings, so it doesn't need to be super tight. propeller and spinner going on next. So what we do is take the washer and the nut off the prop adapter and push that onto the shaft. If you push it all the way back as far as it'll go, then you should see the front face of it is just 1 or 2 mil away from the fuselage, which is good. We want as smaller gap as possible between the front of the fuselage and the back of the spinner plate. Spinner back plate on next. Then the propeller itself, making sure that the back edge of each blade is against these little pegs. And then the spinner itself, but do make sure that the lip on the back of the spinner fits into the recess in the back plate. If you don't do that, there is a good chance that the whole thing could, you know, break apart at high RPM. So make sure that it is completely in the recess all the way around. We've got 2 options for the canopy. They've given us a clear and an opaque gold version. So if you're intending to put something under the canopy, then you could go with this version, or if you're going to put an action camera in here, I think that looks quite good, but I'm not intending to do that, so I'm going to go for this opaque gold version that I think looks equally good. And I'll secure that with some Yoo-hoo paw. So here it is, all complete and assembled, the HobbyKing Galloping Ghost P-51 Reno Racer. Looks good, I think. So no stickers to apply, great scheme, really easy to put together, simple. Have followed the guidance for setup. What really always worries me when I set up these fast kind of pylon races, not a lot of movement on the elevator, but trust it, you don't need a lot. And I've got 2 position rates below that as well. I'm using a 4-cell 2200, which is here. And I've put foam all the way up to the nose so that it doesn't shift forward, just with a little bit of Velcro underneath.
I have to say, Dom, it's really nice, this massive amount of space.
Big amount of space.
For a small model.
Big amount of space, Jason, but don't even think about putting FPV gear in here. We are not doing that. Not this time.
Yes, we are.
It will be. This should be fun, and I reckon it's going to look really good today on this nice sunny day. Anything else to say? You know one thing. I glued the canopy on. What I'm a little irritated by, and I made a mistake, so you don't have to make it. You get those 2 canopies. The other one is a transparent one, but I put glue underneath the gold here, underneath, and it's kind of discoloured it a little bit. Bit annoyed by that. So when you do it, if you use this canopy, then just put it underneath the black, and then you'll be fine. So we're ready to go. Jason, you're going to hand the camera over to Daisy, and you're going to do a throw for me, right?
Yep.
Excellent. I'm not going full throttle, but I'm holding a little bit of up. Yep. Lovely. Nice job.
Let me take it.
So, only 2 clicks of up trim required and we're good. Half throttle. Go down on my rates. I don't need rates. Then we'll get moving. All right. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Turning in. Got to watch out for the sun. It's quite high, but still. Keep it low over there.
Sounds good, huh?
Winding it up. Yeah. Quick enough. Down the hill. Slowing it down. I'll do this slow circuit and then land. And landing. Power off. Nice. So there we go. That was decently quick, I'd say. Not ballistic, but there is a pro motor that you can get, slightly higher kV apparently, if you want it hotter. The only advice I'd give, go with the recommended throws, but set that as your highest rate. Use 3 position rates, or 2 position rates at least, and then I set to 66% and 33% of that higher rate. And for when I'm flying fast and flat out, I switch to that lower rate. And then for landing and takeoff, I'm using the higher rate. But really good, enjoyed it. Don't take my word for it. I mean, watch the flight action there. I thought it looked really good. So thanks for watching this Essential RC flight test. That's the HobbyKing Galloping Ghost P-51 Reno Racer. Going to be out soon. The link is in the video description and the pinned comment. If you enjoy our flight test, then please give us a thumbs up. You might want to subscribe. Click the bell icon for notifications of our future uploads and live streams as well. Thanks to Jason on camera.
No problem.
Thanks to Daisy for filming the takeoff. And we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.
Nice.